And now,
I'd like to confirm that this is not the last war. It is a step towards the path where we need to achieve all our goals. Iran now is a weak country more than any time before. Iran now is forced to open the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has abandoned all its goals, and including the ceasefire in Lebanon. At the time, Iran is very weak, as I said, and Israel, on the contrary, is stronger than any time before. We worked at the beginning of the war, hand in hand with our friend Donald Trump and the U.S. Army in a campaign that is the biggest in the history of the Middle East. No one has witnessed this before. No one has seen such a partnership between Israel and the U.S. against our biggest enemy. This hasn't happened before at all.
בכל אופן, מי שבוחר להתעלם מעוצמת השותפות הזאת, פשוט מתעלם מן האמת.
We're bringing you coverage of a statement that is being made by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This is possibly one of the first statements that he's made since the ceasefire was announced between the United States and Iran. In the brief part that we heard there, he referred to this as simply a first step in the war against Iran. He said Iran had abandoned all its goals, including those in Lebanon. And let's listen in again.
For our deep friendship, because the U.S. and Israel are the ones who will change the face of the Middle East. We work together in order to put an end to any threat against the State of Israel and against the free world. This mission is to be done through steps and through stages and through goals. We should have done that because the line road is there, and without this, Iran could be able to achieve their goal in having nuclear bomb and in producing more ballistic missiles to threat Israel. We have put an end to this. Iran now is taken back to years and years back. And until the moment, we have stopped the process of producing missiles. This doesn't mean that we'll get rid finally of the threat. The threat is there, but we stopped the factories who are used to produce these missiles. Iran cannot produce new missiles now. Also, we hit the nuclear program of Iran, and we have destroyed so many nuclear facilities. We have killed a lot of their scientists, those who joined the others who were killed last year. Still, there are some of them in Iran alive. And as said by President Trump, uranium, either to give it up, to take it all from Iran, or something else will happen. We have targeted the National Guard process of saving money. We destroyed the steel factories. We destroyed the weapons factories. We destroyed infrastructure. We destroyed their navy. We destroyed their ground forces. We destroyed the air forces. We have done a lot, and we have killed a lot of activists. And we have proved that we can hunt them at any place and at any time. The leaders of this regime, starting from Khamenei, the dictator, and all the leaders and the siege, are under the insistence of Israel. This insistence has been seen by everyone in the Middle East. We are creating new alliances in the region. I was keen to do that because a ceasefire with Iran will not include Hezbollah. We are continuing hitting Hezbollah. And today, Hezbollah has suffered from the biggest strike against the location since the pager incident. We have hit locations Hezbollah thought they are safe. To the citizens of Israel, we promised you to restore back the security. There is a good security belt inside the Lebanese territories, in Syria as well, in Gaza as well. We control more than 50% of Gaza. Hamas.
You're watching Al Jazeera. It's 17:22 GMT. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, they're making a series of statements following the announcement of a ceasefire between the United States and Iran, which is in its first fledgling hours, and with a view to talks that are expected to take place in Islamabad in a few days. It's on the back of a ceasefire which was presented by Pakistan. Prime Minister Netanyahu there making various comments with regard to what he sees as the achievements that Israel has made with regard to the war in Iran. He said the US and Israel would also change the face of the Middle East. He said this was a mission through steps and stages and various goals. He said that Israel had helped to destroy Iran's capacity for making nuclear bombs and missiles. He said we'd put an end to all of that. He also talked about destroying weapons factories, the ground forces, the navy of Iran, plus infrastructure. We have proved that no one can hurt us anymore. We're going to go to Nour Odeh following developments from this in Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the first public statement that Netanyahu has made, or at least the first televised one that we have seen, and quite clearly he is determined to show that Israel's involvement in this conflict with Iran has had the results that he was anticipating.
No, you're absolutely right, Rob. This is the first time we've seen the Israeli Prime Minister give a video statement after the announcement of the ceasefire. Problem that Netanyahu is facing is that what he's saying, while not new about changing the face of the Middle East, about the special relationship with the US president, about even strengthening alliances in the region that nobody knows about, all of these things are in contrast to what Israelis have already heard from the military experts and from former intelligence officers, that these claims about the destruction of half of Iran's stockpiles and of Iran's ability to manufacture are not entirely accurate. They also still remember, because it wasn't months ago, it was just 40-some days ago, that Benjamin Netanyahu promised them a complete collapse of the regime, and that hasn't happened. That's exactly what Netanyahu's trying to run away from.
No, thank you very much indeed. Nour Odeh there talking to us from Ramallah.